So, as I was contemplating some scriptures, Matthew 3, verse 8, bear fruit worthy of repentance. And installing the new inverter here, but it's really not that new because this is the one I used to use in my van like 5 years ago, and I made a fan in the top and just kind of like camped out in the van for a little bit. But it's cool to I was digging through some stuff and I found it the other day. I'm like, oh, I'll just use that, and I just replaced it with this one, which was having some issues. This one came on the boat when I bought it, and I don't know. See, look, it just like, it's not even plugged in. It had a little juice in there, but it was just kind of acting funky. So, anyways, this was a 500 watt one. This was a 2000 watt one. So, I'm gonna use this to hopefully pull juice off of my older battery bank that's connected to the diesel motor. And while I'm running the diesel motor, I'm going to pull power off this inverter here to charge some of these bigger batteries over here, which are the EcoFlow units. And yeah, so I've had those for a minute, and they're good about their warranties and stuff, and that helps power a lot of stuff on the boat, including the GlowCross. But yeah, as I was installing this, I was like, you know, I need to share a word about like bearing fruit worthy of repentance, and demonstrating change and going out there, making yourself vulnerable and do things that honor God that might seem kind of crazy to man, but like you should only be concerned really about like God. So, you know, make a bunch of cards if you're ever like, you know what, God, I'm sorry, I'm changing, you know, make a bunch of cards and hand them out and encourage people, you know, like encouraging cards, like go somewhere on public property, you know, that they're trying to destroy. Where do you think all those illegal? What do you think when you open the borders? Where do you think everyone's going to go? Like to the public parks? They're going to wear out like our communities in a way. I mean, it's great to have legal immigration, but if you're like flooded with illegal immigrants not trying to do it the right way to come in, it's like, well, they're not undocumented properly. It's going to put a huge drain and a tax on our public resources. You know, and people that already have accumulated large amounts of private property, maybe they're not so concerned about like our public parks, you know, maybe they're more concerned about like becoming some tyrant and like hunting deer on their private property. I'm not saying that's the case, but you know, from someone who grew up from a family that shoots deer and has private property and also values our public parks, it really has me considering you know, what's going on in the spiritual realm when it comes to open borders and kind of taxing our government resources at the same time with hyperinflation. You know, God bless America, but yeah, it kind of shifted to political posture, but hey, it all ties together, you know. So God bless. Stay hot and cold, don't get lukewarm, you know, share real messages, and God bless America. And people can change. Kamala Harris could change overnight. Donald Trump could change overnight. You know, are you going to pray for Kamala? Are you going to pray for Trump? Are you going to pray for our nation? Or are you just going to sit there and get all in your emotions and like start all this drama online? You know, what's going on, y'all? God bless America.